We are back with a ton of development stream footage for the Isle of Evrima from the 25th and 24th of January, including everything from Beipiaosaurus, Gallimimus, Ceratosaurus, and a little tiny bit about Diabloceratops. Timestamps for everything are on the screen now, and if you are new, feel free to subscribe. But before I get into this video, I want to just do a little bit of an apology. Now, in my previous video, I did showcase dev stream footage, of course, but the footage was collected from a YouTube channel called Dino Nerds, who collected all the stream footage and then put it up because the developers don't show or allow clips on their channel. That being said, I made a mistake. I forgot to credit the author, Dino Nerds, and provide a link to the channel and do credit where credit is due in the video as well. And that's a big mistake on my part, and I do apologize greatly for that. Going forward, any footage that you see that I have taken from a dev stream will also include the credit of the channel where the videos were collected from. In this case, it's the Dino Nerds channel, and I also want to point out, go and subscribe to them. They pretty much get all the footage and then put it into like some nice videos, overview and everything, with everything that I probably won't be featuring in this video as well, so you can go and check them out. They're also like 1,100 subscribers away from 20,000, so go subscribe to them because they do an incredible job with this stream footage, and I do recommend you go and check them out, subscribe to their channel and get them to 20,000 subscribers. Anyways, let's get into the overview for today, shall we? Now let's talk about Beipi first, now that we're getting into it. So, a lot of stuff was showcased regarding Beipiaosaurus in this stream, including an attack which actually looks quite cute and funny at the same time. This reminds me of the Ceratosaurus charge attack through the Primordial Tyrant's Path of Titans mod, which is basically where it runs up and charges with attack going at the same time. This one is similar because you have a walking claw slash and then a bite at the end of it, which is quite cute and interesting. But it's a blend of them both together. It's nice to see. This, I think, will be the ult attack for Beipi, mainly because of the complexity behind this attack. It's basically charging at you with its claws slashing, so I feel like, yeah, this is probably going to be an ult attack, and the original attack, the standard one, is probably just either going to be a claw slash or a peck or bite attack. I also think there might be some form of kick attack as well if it is going to have a third one. That being said, another note here, Beipiaosaurus's ears perk up like cat ears. And yeah, it gives me flashbacks to the Halo Infinite Catgirl ear cosmetic that you can put on your helmets, which I see them all over the place and it gives me PTSD. Additionally, this is pretty much a directional attack for Beipiaosaurus because we have actually seen the fact that it does turn around when doing the attack, so no matter where you're looking is where that attack will go, which is a nice little touch. But that's that for Beipiaosaurus. Let's move into the next dinosaur, which is Gallimimus. Galli was the main focus from the most recent stream. It was literally called Gallimimus Animations, and yeah, it was one of the main ones here, and it's quite a nice one to see and talk about as well. First up, we have more of the Gallimimus run animation, which I've shown in the previous video, which is nice to see. It's fast, of course, it's Gallimimus, it's meant to run fast, but this actually gives a nice scale of the speed that we'll be getting. It was also a smooth and fluid run as well. Also a proper look at the model of the dinosaur even more. This new model is really nice. It just looks nice overall. I like it. You can see a lot of the muscle on the legs. It's perfect for running, and overall a very nice model for this dinosaur, and yeah, I do like it a ton. I also want to point out when it's running and walking as well. It's the same with most dinosaurs in the game. Galli is the most notable here. Its head shows or stays perfectly still when it's running and walking, which is a nice touch. I do love that. We also get to see the animation on a slant, which showcases what it will be like when you're on kind of like a gradient or turning at speed. We also have a follow-up here with a potential different variation of Gallimimus. Now, this could be the old model from Legacy, or it could be a skin variation or a pattern variation, whereby you get to have a fluffy or fuzzy Gallimimus, which I really hope is the case, because this would be the skin and type that I'll be rocking the most. It looks really nice. I love the fluff, and yeah, that's pretty much all that. It's so cool to see and very nice overall. The walk animation overall is a good animation. It's smooth and fluid. The body movement is the same as the walking animation as well, and walking animations in general for the game, but I like it. The The work here that's being done is awesome to see. I do like the progress that the developers are showing and showcasing. I think it's great. Now on to Diabloceratops, which is arguably the smaller thing in this video to talk about, because I'll literally rattle through it in 30 seconds. So this is basically just saying that Diabloceratops is getting some work on it. The model is there and it's just getting some animation work by the looks of it now. We only saw a little bit of it in this video, in this stream, and so the best way to just point out where it's going, now I'm going to talk about this briefly, but the best way to actually showcase this is literally go to the Dino Nerds' video, which is on the screen now, and I do recommend you watch it. There's a nice little chunk which showcases the work that's being done on Diabloceratops. It's not a lot of work, but yeah, it is work nevertheless, and it's pretty nice to see that one of my favorite dinosaurs now is getting the work on it. I can't wait to see this one in the game. Now let's move on to the next creature, the final one, the big one, Ceratosaurus. Lots of focus on this dinosaur now, Ceratosaurus, the beast that we all know and love. I was going to say the beast from the east, but it's not from the east, essentially the beast from the west. The first thing to showcase is the Ceratosaurus head injury. This seems to be a broken skull, probably by a Pachycephalosaurus, head attack, which kind of head breaks the skull and hurts them quite a bit. Basically shakes its head around and just kind of looks a bit funny. I guess it'll add more to it in the future when it's animated in game, like we see with already broken skull animations and stuff like that when you get bonked by a Pachycephalosaurus. It definitely does look hurt and does look weird, and yeah, it's nice to see overall that this dinosaur is now getting those animations on it, which means it's getting closer and closer to a stage where its animations will be completed. Back to more Ceratosaurus animations, however, we do seem to have an idle animation of some sort, but this could be an injury idle animation, whereby the way it's holding its leg and the way it's moving its arms and body, it just seems like there is a broken bone, and this could be a broken leg. But yeah, that could be the main focus of this stream, and that could be why this animation is here. We also get to see the swimming attack for the dinosaur. This is basically it doing its standard bite attack while in swimming motion. Basically showcases how everything has its own animations for literally everything, and they'll all need their own refinement, which is probably why there is a lot of progress and a lot of stuff to go into this, and why it's taking quite some time. And that's that for the Ceratosaurus. Once again, I do want to point out the full showcase of the development of these animations from these streams are on the Dino Nerds' channel. I definitely recommend you go check them out. Once again, an apology for forgetting to give the due credits where credits were due in my last video. That was a complete oversight in my regards. But yeah, no, I definitely do recommend checking out their videos, because it's very useful for people who are maybe talking about this stuff as news, and it's also useful to showcase stuff that you maybe weren't able to see, because the our developers have a tendency now to completely just wipe the past streams that they've done from their Twitch channel and not allow any clips, which is very annoying. But yeah, that's that. Let me know your thoughts about these in the comments down below. I'd love to know what you think. And there we have it. That's that. Everything you need to know about the recent Evrima streams. And yeah, once I've said, and like I've said before, I do recommend checking out the other videos. I think they're great to see. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one, which will be on Monday. Now, I do have a Path of Titans tier list in the works. It's taken me quite a while to work on it, because I want to make sure it's a perfect video this time. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. And hopefully, maybe in the future, when the owl drops some more dinosaurs, we'll be able to do a tier list for them as well. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.